Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today we're going to be recapping Day 7 of Houston Texans training camp. This was yesterday's day of training camp, but was a little bit busy yesterday, so not able to cover yesterday's day at practice, but I wanted to go over it because yesterday on Friday there was a lot going on at practice. And it was a crazy day at practice. It was rainy outside in Houston, so it was a rainy practice, and a lot of stuff happened. And we're gonna get into most of what happened at training camp yesterday on Friday, Day 7 of Houston Texans training camp. I actually had a friend that was at the Texans training camp yesterday. I haven't gone to any of these practices yet. I think this is like the third. I believe this is like the third Texans practice that has been held for the fans. I think I might go on Monday. I know there's practice today, Saturday, which is day 8 of training camp. Then the Texans have Sunday off, and then Monday they have practice where the fans will be there. So I might go Monday. We'll see what happens, but I want to go over what happened in day 7 of Texans training camp. So. Luckily enough, we have all the Texans media insiders that are updating us, for fans that are not there at the practice, about what happens. Some of these different media guys I'm talking about, I'm going to give these guys shout outs who are updating people on YouTube or X. Cody Stutes, Aaron Wilson, Landry Locker, Chancellor Johnson, have been the main guys to update Texans fans on what's going on at Texans training camp. So let's get into what happened at Texans training camp on day 7. So to start off, D'Amico Ryan said the Texans are still evaluating who's going to play versus the Bears on Thursday in the Hall of Fame game, but he knows young players will get chances, of course. I'm excited to see who plays as well on Thursday for both teams, because both teams have a lot of depth. If you look at the Texans, even if, of course, C.J. Stroud's not going to play, the Texans still, at the quarterback position, still have Davis Mills, Case Keenum, Tim Boyle. You want to look at the wide receiver position. Sure, we might not see, most likely won't see Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, and Tank Dell, but there's still, I don't think he'll play, but still, Noah Brown, I doubt he plays. John Mechie, Robert Woods, Xavier Hutchinson, Ben Skronik, and other solid wide receivers on the roster. Look at the running back position. Joe Mixon is dealing with a little bit of injury. Even if he doesn't play, even if he was fully healthy, he wouldn't play in the Hall of Fame game. Still have Dameon Pierce and Cam Akers and Jawar Jordan. So there's a lot of depth on this Texans roster. You can look at the tight end position. You might not see Dalton Schultz or Brevin Jordan out there, but there's still Tegan Quattanaro and Kate Staver, who's the Texans rookie, Dalton Keene as well. So there's a lot of depth, and there are a lot of young guys who are going to get opportunities on Thursday. So I'm excited. And you can look at the Chicago Bears. Even though the Bears have talent at the wide receiver, you can look at Keenan Allen, you can look at DJ Moore. They're not going to play, but the Bears have a lot of depth at the wide receiver position as well. Look at the running back position and the tight end position for the Chicago Bears. We probably won't see DeAndre Swift for the Chicago Bears, but they also have Khalil Herbert, and they have other running back, Rashawn Johnson, former Longhorn. So look, and you can go look at the tight end position for Chicago as well. We're not going to see Cole Kmet, but they also have Gerald Everett and other solid tight ends on their roster. So I'm really excited to see who we will see play in the Hall of Fame game. I would imagine Davis Mills starts off for the Texans and gets to play for a series or two or maybe longer, because I really don't see where the Texans just have Case Keenum and Tim Boyle play, because then you're potentially having maybe Case Keenum play the whole first half and Tim Boyle play the whole second half. So I think the Texans will most likely use all three quarterbacks that are not C.J. Stroud. So Davis, Case, and Tim. But I just wanted to address that. D'Amico said that the Texans have still not figured out who and who's not going to play in the NFL Hall of Fame game against the Chicago Bears on Thursday. So according to Cody Stutes and Aaron Wilson. No Joe Mixon again, which I already mentioned. But John Mechie was back. Also, Aaron Wilson noted that the players that we've seen not practice so far, Lermy Tunsil, Christian Harris, Andrew Beck, still not practicing. Now, Landry Locker said something about Kaimi Fairbairn killing it in practice. In the drill, he went 4 for 4 from his field goals, making a 57-yarder and a 62-yarder. But then later on in the practice, he did miss one from 36. This is the second time we've heard something about Kaimi Fairbairn having an excellent training camp. And this is not just a 57 and a 62-yarder in normal weather. Like I said, it was raining in this practice, so he was hitting some pretty far ones in not so great weather. Now, Cody Stutes did mention that Kamari Lassiter and Nico Collins was the best one-on-one, and each one got one in the one-on-one. Now, I saw a clip where Nico Collins was able to get a catch over Kamari Lassiter. I'm guessing that Kamari Lassiter had an interception against Nico Collins. I did not see a video of that, but I did see the video of Nico Collins getting a catch over Kamari Lassiter. But I've been hearing that was the most interesting one-on-one throughout the whole practice. And a couple days ago in camp, I think it might have been day 5 of training camp, a very interesting play on an out route where C.J. Stroud throws the ball to Nico Collins, and Nico Collins just kind of dropped Kamari Lassiter. He made him juke. So, Kamari Lassiter and Nico Collins, that matchup throughout camp has been kind of interesting. So, this is not the first time I've heard about this or talked about Kamari Lassiter and Nico Collins. Now, another update by Cody Stutes. Noah Brown had an amazing catch in the corner of the end zone. That was a one-handed touchdown catch on Troy Pride Jr. I saw this catch as well. Very unbelievable catch by Noah Brown on Troy Pride Jr. This was posted by Cody Stutes. Now, another Cody Stutes update. John Mechie was cooking in one-on-one drills. He scored a touchdown on Mike Ford. There were other plays where, John Mechie was having a good practice, and he's looking like a really decent red zone target for the Houston Texans this season. And look, I think Noah Brown is definitely the wide receiver 4 in this wide receiver room, but John Mechie is definitely making some noise. And is another really good option for the Houston Texans. He's looked really good. And like I said, I don't expect to see Stephon Diggs and Tank Dell and Nico Collins and probably not even Noah Brown in the Hall of Fame game, but someone I do think we will see, even if it's for a limited time, is John Mechie. So I can't wait to potentially see him on Thursday. I think he is someone who will play against the Bears. Next, another Cody Stutes update. Derek Stingley had a nice pass breakup on Johnny Johnson III in the end zone thrown by Davis Mills. I did see this pass breakup. Sometimes when we see Cody Stutes or Landry Locker or any of these guys give the updates, sometimes there's video of the stuff going on, and maybe it's just an update. But this was an actual video, and this was, Davis Mills threw it in the end zone for Johnny Johnson, and Derek Stingley broke it up. Stingley had a very solid day at training camp today, as well as what the insiders have been saying. Update by Landry Locker. Little bit of a shove here. Now, this wasn't an actual fight like we saw, or I wouldn't say what we saw between Dalton Schultz and Derek Stingley Jr. was a fight, but that was I guess you could say a brawl. This was just a little bit of a shove match. According to Landry Locker, Max Tooley, who is a cornerback, I believe, and Ben Skoranek, wide receiver, who the Texans traded for from the Rams, got into a polite shoving match to end Team 2. And also Landry Locker did mention that Skoranek was having a very good practice. Landry Locker, another update, offense has been sloppy, started Team 3 with a penalty. C.J. Stroud was pissed and animated on the sidelines, yelling at teammates, encouraging him to get it together. That's something I've been hearing throughout, the last day since this practice ended is that the sloppy has been off. The offense has been sloppy, and CJ was very upset about that, and showed a lot of animation about that, and emotion, and he's going to be a great leader this year. And the defense has been very tough the last couple practices and doing a great job defensively, and been kind of tough on the offense. Well, the offense has had their fair share of practices where they've been dominating the defense. I remember the first practice on Tuesday that was available to the public, the offense dominated the defense. And then there's been days where the defense dominates offense, and that was the case yesterday. And C.J. Stroud was very, very frustrated with the sloppiness, and he definitely gave his teammates what was on his mind. So, yeah. Now, Brandon Hill caught a gifted interception thrown by Tim Boyle in the practice. So this was updated by Landry Locker. And then some Aaron Wilson updates. Aaron Wilson posted a video of Davis Mills throwing a touchdown pass to rookie Jaden Yankee. Texans just released Jaden's twin brother Jackson earlier in the week. But I'm imagining, again, going back to D'Amico, saying we're going to see, we're going to give young guys opportunities. I think Jaden Yankee could be a guy who could get a lot of opportunities in the Hall of Fame game on Thursday. Watch out for him. Another video that was posted by Aaron Wilson, Davis Mills, there's a touchdown pass to Steven Sims on a slant being guarded by rookie Kalen Bullock, who was drafted, I believe, from USC, if I'm not mistaken. D'Amico Ryans has been using Kalen Bullock, Texans rookie, a lot. I believe we drafted him in the third or fourth round. We drafted him in the third round, I'm pretty sure. But he's been using him a lot, and going up against some of the first team as well. Mainly he's been going up against the second team, but has had his fair share of going up against the first team. So I think, just like I said with Jaden Yankee, I think Kalen Bullock could be someone to watch your eyes out for on Thursday when the Texans face against the Chicago Bears. Now, another video that was posted by Aaron Wilson, C.J. Stroud threw a TD pass to Nico Collins, guarded by D'Angelo Ross. And then Chancellor Johnson posted a video of C.J. Stroud throwing an easy touchdown to John Mitchie on an out route guarded by Desmond King. So that kind of really recaps this practice. Even though it was a sloppy and off day for the offense still had their good moments. Now the defense might have had their fair share of good moments as well, maybe more. But I thought both in a messy day where it's raining and it's really yucky outside, that I felt like both sides made their made some great plays. I thought the defense was a little bit more energetic than the offense was, but I think the offense is going to recover from this. And I think it's still a little bit rough outside in Houston today on Saturday morning. Practice is starting up soon. I think that the offense is going to my prediction is that the offense is going to bounce back today, and I'm going to say C.J. Stroud and this offense rallies back going into day 8 of Houston Texans training camp. Let me know your thoughts on day 7 of Houston Texans training camp in the comment section, and peace out. Go Texans.